Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the channel. BlastBoxx TV here. I'm going back to the normal routine. Probably recording like 5, 6, maybe more in the night. So this is the last one in the series of pre-recorded tapings, so to speak. And I'm at the big topic that I've been saving all night. So let's get into this. So, past few days, President Trump, which I'm kind of sad to call him president, decided to sign an executive order to ban TikTok because China wants our data and China wants a foothold in the United States. I see nothing wrong with that. It's a free market. You allow the market to dictate what's popular and what's not. That's business 101. The only people who don't want that is people who want to have control over everything. And honestly, you can't have control of everything. So, I'm here thinking, what's going on? Because Microsoft steals data from people all the time, and they don't even try to hide it anymore. Apple, for how much they say, oh, we don't share people's data in the United States, they willfully give up that data when China comes asking. Amazon does it. Tencent, which is a part of the Chinese government, does it. And mostly Google does it. Because and Facebook. Couldn't leave Facebook out. I almost forgot to. I didn't. Now, this is kind of funny to me because what is going on is Trump has a small dick ego problem. He sees that WeChat, which is a messenger app for the Chinese people that's strictly in China, and TikTok are the two largest and popular apps on the mobile phone, because pretty much there's like, 1 billion people in China? 1 billion, 2 billion? So, of course, it's going to be that big. Plus, you factor in America, that's going to grow even more. The problem is, Trump doesn't want an outside force being number one. His whole thing is about the United States. We're number one, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. If you want to be number one, Trump, how about you improve the schools? How about you put more of that money from military, you put it back into the schools? What's that? I don't hear you doing it, Trump, because why? You have a small dick problem. You want American companies to be number one when they're not. The only one that's number one mostly is Microsoft. That's the only one. Facebook, I'm going to say barely, because I'm pretty sure there's so many apps over there, so many websites, programs, whatever, that's a lot bigger than Facebook. That's in China. But the thing is, why are you going back for these American companies, the same American companies who don't pay property taxes? If they do, they're lying. I mean, not lying, they're fabricating the numbers and stuff, because Lord knows, anytime the government gets in, they start looking to these American companies, most of them are shady. The majority of them are doing tax havens. Some of them are registered in, Delaware, in a small little building, where other, I think, 64,000 other corporations, so they can avoid taxes that way. Some of the other corporations in the United States, News Ireland, like Apple. And I know for a point, Switzerland, it was a tax haven at one point. Now it's like in a gray area. So why is Trump defending these companies that are flat out stealing people's data? They're not doing anything productive but stealing your data so they can sell it, which honestly I think that's stupid. Also using for national security. Oh, we have to stop China because national security. How about you stop Facebook? How about you stop you stop all of that? How about you stop Amazon? With all that little corruption going on, you won't do that because that costs money. What about that, huh? What about Microsoft? That's slowly building a monopoly. Won't touch them either. I wonder why. Oh, what about Apple? What did they make? 1 trillion? 1 zillion? Man, shoot. You get that much money when you don't pay taxes. But people don't want to talk about that because we're America. We're supposed to be number one everything, yet the school system is failing. And if it's not failing, it's costing way too much because all these stupid schools are hiring business executives to be on the board or building outside the means, which I can't think is kind of funny because these schools be telling you, live below the money you make. Live below your means. But these schools are flat going to spend all this money, then passing deficit on to the new students. And most of them, they leave before they finish because how chaotic these schools are nowadays. And it's stupid, man, for real. And you want to just blame China? No. I watch this YouTuber who I'm subscribed to. His name is 32. But when you see it how it's spelled, it's thoughtly, just the word thoughtly with the 2. So it confuses you, but it's a play on words for 42 or 32, one of the two. No pun intended. And he's talking about I think the least surveillance country is Greece, whereas United States, Britain, and China are the most surveilled countries in the world. So it makes me laugh when I hear our national security is being violated because China wants to sell TikTok here or do all this stuff here, whereas we have companies here already going through your data. Now, I'm looking for my phone because I'm going to list off some of the apps that I have that might be data stealing, data mining, whatever. I got Snapchat, I got Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Discord, WhatsApp, Twitter, Skype, Newegg, Shazam, and a whole bunch of idle games, and Podbean, Lyft, Uber, and NordVPN, YouTube. Excuse me. Now, some people be saying, you know what, dude, that's stupid of you being a hypocrite about how you against these big data companies stealing your data, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing, though. That's not my main phone. That is a new phone that I bought earlier this year. My main phone costs only $180. The phone I was running off the apps on, that's about $300. That thing, I only use that thing through Wi-Fi with no VPN on. And I play most of the games on there. Or I talk to people on there. So when I'm not using it, I turn off the Wi-Fi. And the data thing is already off, so nobody can steal my data if I turn off Wi-Fi at night or when I'm not using it, which is when I'm at work most of the times. But I also have a VPN on my computer and on my 2 phones. So that's 3 connected to my VPN. Now, for me, it's not illegal. It's not illegal to have a VPN. I set my VPN to Iceland, which has no ties to the United States, so that's heavily protected, data protected. And Switzerland, that has a double VPN to the Netherlands. So all my electronics are synced up to that. Now, if the general public can wake up from this little induced coma called idiocracy that they've been stuck in for the past decade, they'll learn that even if you have nothing to hide, these big data companies are still going to spy on you. That's why I got my VPN, and I don't have to pay for it for about, I guess, another year or 2. So if you think TikTok is the big evil out there, it's not. If you think WeChat is a big evil, it's not. The big evil is Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Apple. Maybe Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft too. Those are the big evils, and guess what? They're all American. They're not even closely Chinese. But for the ones that's listening that already know this information, I'm not telling you something you already know, but it is what it is. If you like this video, you hate this video, sorry for ranting, but I had to do what I had to do because I had this on my mind for the longest time. Share, like, subscribe, comment down below what else you want me to talk about. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me hopefully on Facebook. I hardly use Facebook anyways. I only use it for like group stuff, and I just have my VPN on there. So it's not like I'm just posting my information there, because most of the time I put fictional stuff up anyway. So it is what it is. Just remember one thing. This is BlastBoxx TV, still out the blast radius. You might just get burned.